Welcome back, Cheeseheads, to another episode of BAM GPG. So, Bryson, roster cut down day, it's arrived, and the Packers are officially trimmed to 53. So there were some jaw droppers today, fresh faces, injury moves, and there's more, and we'll bring it here in a quick take for you guys all here. But first of all, everyone, our roster set, the 53-man roster set. The Packers did go heavy on defense, carrying 26 defensive players to 24 offensive players. This 53-man roster also includes the 3 specialists as well. Some surprise cuts, and we talked about it yesterday in our episode, but surprise to some are the veteran players in wide receiver Mecole Hardman and Isaiah Simmons. They did not make the team despite their minimal guarantees, and we talked about this in depth yesterday. So what the Packers gained from this, because they weren't, heads and toes better than some of the younger guys. So it made sense if you cut them before the week 1 deadline there, you save from being fully vested to their contract that they signed this offseason. So basically the only thing the Packers had to pay them was their initial signing bonus. Now, the injuries, you hate to talk about these, but the IR and PUP list, right? So IR returns, you're going to see Marshawn Lloyd on there again, offensive lineman Jacob Monk. So what's that mean? It means they're going to be out at least 4 games going into the season. And the PUP list, physically unable to perform, is Christian Watson, offensive lineman John Williams, and defensive end Colin Oliver. So the PUP list is a little bit different than the IR. So on the PUP, that basically puts them out the first 6 weeks of the NFL season. And then roster flexibility. So there were only 4 off-the-ball linebackers retained, and that is Cooper, Walker, McDuffie, and Hopper. I expect additional IR placements and waivers coming soon to address some of that. But quick snapshot of our depth, and shocker here, Jordan Love did make the 53-man roster along with Malik Willis, running back Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, and Chris Brooks. So I do expect the running back room to change a little bit once Marshawn Lloyd is cleared to play again. But for now, it will be Jacobs, Wilson, and Brooks. Wide receiver group, Romeo Dobbs, Shaden Reed, Wicks, of course, Matthew Golden, who's going to be our number 1 wide receiver, Malik Heath, Savion Williams, and Watson, we discussed he will be on the PUP list, so it means he's out at least the first 6 weeks of the season. Now, offensive line, with the addition of Darian Kinnard yesterday or a couple days ago. That means Green Bay's kind of leaning heavy on the offensive line. They retain Jenkins, Banks, Tom, Ryan, Morgan, amongst others. And then linebackers, we mentioned it, got Cooper, Walker, McDuffie, and Tyron Hopper. So defensive backs, there were 11 of them kept. This includes the safeties as well. But kind of an interesting one. So Bo Melton switched positions, was able to find him a spot on the team here. So Bo Melton did make the 53-man roster as a cornerback. So congratulations to Bo Melton. I love Bo Melton, so I'm happy he made the team. So let us know. What jumps out to you? Is it the defensive tilt for the Packers, especially in the linebacker and secondary groups? Offensively, the move to IR and PUP opens up a lot of late development windows for offensive linemen and receiver depth down the road. And the Kinnard trade, as I mentioned, clearly tipped the scale to prioritize the offensive line reliability for the Green Bay Packers. So, Bryson, quick waiver alert here. So, with the cuts that just cleared, the Packers still could add some people, maybe another linebacker, wide receiver, or versatile offensive lineman before the Wednesday noon deadline. Which cut surprised you most? Let us know. Was it Hardman, Simmons, maybe somebody else? Hit us back in the comment section there. And then a quick teaser on week 1 for you guys. We'll get more in depth on it. But without Christian Watson, Bryson, I think Matthew Golden is going to be the slot X factor against the Detroit Lions. I expect to get big game out of him. I know he's a rookie. His first game, week 1. And defensively, that Green Bay edge rotation, they're going to have to rely heavily on Gary, Van Ness, and Ingabari for that. So, Bryson, I know you wanted to address another kind of swirling rumor that resurfaced again today.
Micah Parsons trade rumor to the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. So there is a Micah Parsons trade rumor that, you know, it was out there probably a week ago as well, but it's swirled out there again today. Reliability to it, you know, that's kind of up in the air. The guy that posted it on his X account, he has been known to be correct a lot of the times, especially here of recently. So in his post, he says that, you know, Green Bay has worked out a trade with Dallas, including multiple first round picks amongst others. That does include a rework contract for Parsons worth upwards of $45 million per year. It's a lot, but for Micah Parsons, you know, could he be the guy if Green Bay were if this trade does come to fruition, is he the guy that could put tip the scales in Green Bay's favor to bring a Lombardi back to title town again this year? So it'll be interesting. I would certainly, if we got Micah Parsons, I know Bryson and I would be first in line to buy his jersey. Absolutely. That would be insane. I would be stoked. I know you'd have to give up a lot for it, but hey, I'd be willing to do it. So we will see. We'll see if more develops on that. But it's an interesting one. And I know last week said it probably wouldn't happen, but it is just kind of a little bit interesting that it is resurfacing again today with additional details. So that does kind of spark your intrigue a little bit there. So we will keep you updated as we trend toward week 1, and we will let you know if there's any more traction on this Micah Parsons trade from Dallas to Green Bay. As always, Bryson.
Let's go, Pat, go.